jalilade rahase Champions League ek hada gas mein hanguman kick pe java naramenne bhagi dulanne bhidi dasde goal ek gannai sit sarasenne samarok wenne satteta denne one heart. One game, one heart. Champions League, this is where we start. Together we dream, together we fight. We are the champions. Under the Champions League mein arabenne one game one heart Champions League satanai arabenne dibidenne jayaganne ekaseenata apiyanne one game one heart Champions League where dreams take part raise your flags feel the art one game one heart
Sri Lanka Football Champions League, powered by TV Supreme.
Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching Java Lane as they are set to take on Serendib in what promises to be a thrilling encounter in this Super 8 round. It's week 4 and it's match number 14. Java Lane sitting pretty. Serendib rather sitting pretty in second place, while Java Lane are in 5th place on the table. As the rains have opened up here, the heavens have opened up rather, and it is drizzling. As I have Randiv joining me in the combox. Randiv, well, the conditions do not look too good, but hopefully we will get a thrilling game here at Racecourse.
Definitely. Good evening, Romario, and yes, the heavens did open up earlier in the evening, but I think we can definitely get a good match of football here. Both teams eyeing for the top spot in the table temporarily at least, as both have the opportunity to go atop the table, but at the moment, as you can see in the points table here as well, Serendib in second and Java Lane in 5th with 6 points and 5 points respectively.
Indeed, a win for either team will make sure that they go top of the table. But right now it's Pelicans sitting on top undefeated with 7 points from their 3 games. Serendib, they have 1 loss to their name. They have 6 points from 3 games. Saunders, 3 games, 5 points out of their 3 games. St. Mary's, they have 5 points as well, alongside Java Lane with 5. New Star with 4 points. Solid, and Sri Lanka Police round off the 8 teams of this Super 8 round in the Sri Lanka Football Champions League 2025 tournament.
Interestingly enough, in today's evening game, we had Police and New Star play, I think, Romario, and Police did manage to get the victory 3-2. So definitely an exciting game. They were 2-0 down heading into the last quarter of the match, and Police, Sri Lanka Police, did manage to get the victory. So an exciting game at the bottom of the table, but the all-important match, Java Lane SC versus Serendib, is going to take place in a little while.
Indeed, I think that was quite a stellar comeback by Police Sports Club. Sri Lanka Police rather. New Star, they were comfortably sitting pretty with 2 goals to their name, but a stellar comeback meant that Police managed to end that game with a win. The youngsters are taking out the FIFA flag as the teams are set to follow, and we are moments away from kicking off this encounter. It's Java Lane set to take on Serendib, with Rovesh, the referee, taking the ball and going into the center. Both teams will no doubt pose a threat to each other, but I think Java Lane will be depleted somewhat with the loss of Olawale due to his red card, as they will only be having 1 overseas player lining up. For Serendib, on the other hand, they have 4 overseas players lining up. They are at full strength coming into this game.
Couple of stellar foreign players, overseas players for Serendib, in the names of Udo Minok and Darko George. They have definitely been one of the standout players for Serendib, and also Frimpong Yo. They have definitely stood up for Serendib and ensured that they progress in this Super 8 round and as well in the group stages as well.
The referees for this night game, it's Robesh with the whistle in his hands, with all the all-important duties, while Lairu Madhushanka and Asela Sirivardhana assist him from the touch lines, with Santan the 4th official. The 2 captains heading for the toss in this all-important thrilling game that we are hoping to have. Randiv, what sort of game would you expect from the 2 teams?
I think definitely, Romario, since it did rain, it will definitely be a bit of a tough challenge for both teams heading into looking for a couple of easy attacks. It will definitely be very difficult to execute a couple of counter attacks immediately, because when you look to take the ball quickly, you need accurate passes, you need a couple of accurate plays as well.
Indeed, the weather not holding, but here's a look at the Serendib team guard. Riaz, Rahman, Vijay Kumar, the skipper, Safri, Farhan, Abhishan, Lufti in goal, Frimpong Yao, Badu, Robinson, Odomo, Enoch and Darko George, the 4 foreigners who will look to add impetus. The head coach Murshid. For Java Lane, on the other hand, well, they are somewhat depleted. As I said before, they are without Oluwale, their highest goal scorer, due to him seeing red. As Asel Rajavant, Farik, Derek Fernando, Sumudu, Azad, Alim. Oluwale is missing out in the number 19 jumper, so he will not be in this lineup even though it is displayed. Abhishan, Bernard, Ayub and Rizvi Atik will be the players lining up, as By the looks of it, it'll be Rizkan who will be replacing Olawale. So it'll be Serendib in their pink and black strip, who will be taking first release of the ball, lining up from left to right with Javelin in their white and grey strip from right to left.
3, 2, 1.
And Serendib do kick off things for the second match of the day.
Serendib will be lining up in a 4-2-4 formation, while Javelin in their more customary 3-5-2 formation. Even though they don't have Olawale, it'll be interesting to see who comes into that position. By the looks of it, it will be Harshan Sumudu and Bernard up front for them. Harshan Sumudu usually lines up on the wing, but given the absence of Olawale, he will have big boots to fill. He is a skipper who has been running the show alongside Olawale and Bernard. But now from the 3, it's down to a double threat. Serendib on the other hand, as I said before, all 4 foreign players line up, 3 in the forwards, 1 in D, and they will no doubt be aiming to take all 3 points back, Randeep.
Definitely, and like I mentioned before, the passes have to be a bit more accurate. Since it did rain, the ball tends to skid a bit more than usual, so both teams will have to look to get some accurate passes if they want to get a couple of goals in and take the victory. Just an uncharacteristic challenge there.
Flying in was Alim, and he caught Frimpong Yao by the looks of it, but trying to plead his case, but we all know who the guilty party was on that occasion, as the referee gives the first free kick for Serendib this evening. Tried to take it quickly, but the referee said that they need to do it again. Now down the right wing, trying to find some space. They managed to manufacture something, but a good defensive header coming in, cleaning up things for Javelin. By the looks of it, it was Abdul Farik, but this time down the left. However, Derek Fernando cleans things up as we line up for a corner, Randeep, this time from the left hand side of the field.
His execution of this corner will be ideal for Serendib. A goal in the first couple of minutes will set the tone for them.
Five bodies in the box for Serendib. Plenty of tall timber for Rahman to hit. Unfortunately, 2 players get in the way of each other as that attack peters out.
Both teams will definitely have to feel themselves out a little bit more heading into the first couple of minutes, as the rain has brought about a new challenge. But referee Probesh calls play back a bit. Bit of unnecessary talks going on between the 2 teams.
Tempers flaring as referee just manages to get things under wraps. Javelin, they will not want to see any more players receiving their marching orders. They were in a good position against Saunders in their previous game on Tuesday rather. But unfortunately, a goal, an equalizing goal and a red card saw their chances of taking 3 points from that game go to waste. But now it's a new day, a new opportunity for Javelin, and this time around they will be hoping that they will somehow manage to gain maximum points out of this game.
Definitely both teams will not want to settle for a draw. Victory will be within their sights, and a lovely touch there by Darko George, like I mentioned, one of the key players for Serendib, looking to get the ball into the box. Javelin's defense doing extremely well to handle Darko George. He'll be extremely difficult to deal with for the rest of the game.
Low cross coming in, but by the looks of it, there has been a foul going in favor of Javelin, so an opportunity for them to clear their lines. Not the best of touches there by Rizgan. Nazar Hamid, the skipper for the coach rather for Javelin, beg your pardon. He has an opportunity. First attack, Bernard down this near touch line on the left. Trying to wriggle his way through was Derek Fernando, but he was dispossessed. Now Serendib. Pocket has been picked, but defense comes good. However, Javelin just asserting themselves in this game, Randiv, and they know that they will have to give their utmost if they are to come away with anything from this game.
Definitely. Not a single mistake, you can say, can be made from Javelin if they want to get a victory in this match. And I think we might see the first yellow card in this game, and it is to the captain of Serendib, Vignesh Vijayakumar. Bit of a stray leg, and a yellow card given. Would it be a bit too harsh, Romario? Just have to see if we can get a replay on that.
The referee just trying to take control as Derek Fernando swings it into the box. Header coming in from Bernard, but does not manage to trouble the keeper. Lutfi, as another shot is taken, but well wide. Opting to take it short and play out from the back. Possession. Well, we thought they had lost it, but somehow managed to keep hold of it.
And like you just saw, lovely ball, but the ball does skid away, and the rain is definitely hampering a couple of players' skill sets. See a couple of slips here and there, and the ball tends to skid a bit more, so players will have to adapt a bit more if they want to get the passes right and finish apologies, actually execute in the final third.
Bernard gets caught by Enoch. As he's not too happy, but just a head-on-head challenge there. Both players going for the ball. Look at that replay again, Randy.
Just a bit of contact between both of them, and Bernard just needing a bit of medical attention, but I think he'll be all right. Definitely get back onto the field and give it his all. But an attacking opportunity for Javelin. Another free kick for them.
Indeed, and line up over the dead ball is Alim and Derek Fernando. This time around, Alim with his right foot, but does not trouble the keeper too much. He don't have enough venom behind that shot. However, still they somehow managed to recycle position. Is Javelin. They have improved immensely, but as I just say that, they unfortunately lose out on position from the place where they began this league to where they are now. As a good search in ball, will Bernard be able to keep it in play? Yes, he is able to. Oh, unlucky.
Extremely unlucky. They are committed very well to that run, but just the ball trickling over that line. A throw in for Serendib. Farhan. Position lost again, and a wayward shot taken there by Bernard. I think a bit of frustration there as well, Romario.
Audacious from Bernard, but that sails wide. As Serendib, by the looks of it, have seemed to have found an area that Javelin may be lacking somewhat, the left hand side of the field. Unfortunately though, they'll need better control than that if they are to worry this Javelin outfit. But again, Alim's pass was picked off. Back to that left hand side. Skipper Vijay Kumar loses out as another shot goes sailing over. So it's clear to see in this first 12 minutes, Randeep, both teams have come prepared to shoot from distance, as they'll be hoping that a bit of wet weather and a bit of bounce might trouble the keeper.
Definitely we'll see more and more shots from distance, and I think what both teams can do is keep the shots a bit lower and try to get the skid rather than a couple of aerial shots. At the moment, attacking opportunity for Javelin, but very well dealt with. Did Udum Enoch. A rock in defense for Serendib. And that ball just cleared away. It will be a throw in for Serendib.
Still trying to pick open that defense of Javelin are these Serendip players, but now down the right, swung in by George, looking for some support. However, the Javelin defense is well up to the task. Another shot comes in, but Ayub this time around manages to just parry it, but no one in front of him to trouble him as his clearance bit wavered, but nevertheless gives a bit of breathing space for Java Lane. George brought down from behind, we thought, so did he, but Abhishan was given the benefit of the doubt. Alim gets the throw in from Abhishan, but again very scrappy by both teams, still feeling their way into the game, Randeep.
It's just a tussle in position, and 15 minutes on the clock at the moment. Both teams no clear position holder at the moment, but a couple of shots taken on either side of the field, so that's definitely encouraging to see. And like I mentioned earlier, I think rather than area shots, those skidded shots will definitely bring about a goal or two for Java Lane or Serendib. Ayub will definitely look to get the ball in play. 2 times he has kicked it out of play, and he does that. So bad position for Serendib.
Searching ball for George, but Ayub manages to push the ball out of play, and a corner has been won by the pressure applied by Darko George.
Quick corner taken, and Darko George on the ball in the box. Set up Rahman, but Rahman skying that ball. Fortunately, I think even a decent pass to the goal might have even been a better option. That close in the box. Fortunately, Rahman not getting placement or the direction he wanted. A restart by Ayub. Once again the ball does trickle out, and it is a throw in for Serendib. Captain Vignesh looking for that ball on the left wing. And seeing a bit of an attack from Serendib, and a shot taken again from distance, but extremely wide.
Indeed, no trouble for the keeper. No trouble for either keepers, rather, in this first 18 minutes. Both teams trying to find their footing. It will take a bit of time given the wet and damp conditions. There you go again. Even the goal kick not being able to get any elevation to it are these Java Lane players.
Extremely tough conditions here, and I think both teams are doing extremely well to keep the ball in play, but it is a foul for Java Lane. I think the culprit was Robinson, and they'll look to start an attack from here. Java Lane has shown signs of sparks, and they'll definitely look to cause a bit of an upset here, as Serendib is second in the table. At the moment we do have a little bit of an injury concern, hopefully nothing too serious. Serendib will not want to go home today without a victory under their belt, as they want to be on top of the table and definitely give the table toppers a bit of pressure. The moment Robinson just stretching out, and definitely see him back on the pitch in a couple of seconds. But play will resume here at the Racecourse International Stadium. And Serendib is possessing Java Lane and looking to bring on the attack. Abhishan on the wing, trying to get, not a cross in actually, I think he tried to take a shot from there, which was pretty impressive to see.
George, but nothing from there on. Swung in to the box, hopeful, but nothing really on for Java Lane. Hoofed upfield as pressure was coming on the Serendib player. But Randeep, 22 minutes has gone by us with nothing much really happening. Now Bernard trying to find some support. Derek Fernando back to Bernard as Java Lane stringing a few passes together. Now Alim looking for the player on the left. That was Rizkan. Unfortunately unable to find him, only the head of his opponent. Back to Rizkan, the ball trickles through. Derek trying to pick a pass and he finds a lovely through ball, kept in field by the Java Lane player. That was Rizvi Atik, but unfortunately nothing really on. Now Arshana Sumudu leaves it with hoping that there would be support, but no one really behind him. Driving forward is the Serendip player, Darko George. Shot taken, but under wraps. He had it covered, did Ashfaq Ayub. As not too much of trouble caused Randeep for the keeper.
Yes, a shot taken, trying to blindside the keeper, but Ayub up to the task and making a rather comfortable save. Serendip with their attacking quality. By now we would have seen at least a goal in this first 25 minutes, but they are up against a tough Java Lane side who have definitely come today to take the victory from Serendip, as both teams have the opportunity of going top of the table. The moment ball falling for Bernard, and he does cross it into the box, and an opportunity for Java Lane, but I think it was the Serendip defender who did extremely well to keep the Java Lane attacker in check.
Mohammad Rizkan, it was found by Bernard, or so he thought, but the defender coming in clutch, Farhan for Serendip, as he clears his lines for a goal kick, for a corner kick rather, beg your pardon. And now it will be Harshan Sumudu, is it? Or Derek Fernando. Derek Fernando with his trusted left foot. Swinging it in. Looking for support, but does not find the head of his teammate, rather the opponents. Good pressure coming in, and the ball is secured back by Java Lane. Ashfaq Ayub, but now looking for support. Finds it. But Rizgan again slips as Harshan Sumudu, his effort of trying to recover the ball goes astray as another goal kick for Java Lane Randeep.
Java Lane looking a bit more threatening than Serendib's attacking trio, and Java Lane will look to capitalize on Serendib's a bit of downtime here for them. There have been a couple of opportunities for them, but I think Java Lane has been more proactive in front of goal, but quickly taken, and lovely control there by Rahman, but the ball did go out and it will be a goal kick. Rahman just the second touch, not being able to bring it under control. But unfortunately, that shot did deserve a goal. Bicycle kick is not easy to execute, but we do restart with the goal kick. Ayub looking for a teammate. Luckily, the ball does fall in favor of Java Lane.
Searching ball for Harshan Sumudu. Brings about his trickery. Now across comes in Darko George, Bernard rather. He leaped highest, did Bernard. But unfortunately wasn't able to get that head-on target, Randeep.
Harshan Sumudu, lovely ball into the box, and Lutfi doing all he can to get hand on ball. Bernard did extremely well to get to the ball. Unfortunately, not coming on the winner's side there did Bernard, but play has resumed again, and Java Lane on the ball. They definitely seem to be the threatening team at the moment, Romario.
Deshwa, as they are trying to put their opponents under pressure. They have managed to do so to a certain extent. But also it's good to see that Rizvi Atik, that number 47 jumper, is getting a few more touches in this game. They are expecting something from him, and for now, in this first 28 minutes or so, he has delivered to a certain extent. But now all they are hoping for is to find the back of the net, Randeep.
Yes, I think if Java Lane do manage to find that first goal, definitely put Serendib under pressure, and once again
trying to get it under control was Harshan Sumudu, but just unable to chest it down ahead in front of him.
Harshan Sumudu looking extremely dangerous up front, and doing just right for his team, leading as a captain and leading the attack as well. The moment it's Robinson dispossessed. Bit of hash for the ball at Sumudu. Lovely bit of play here by Java Lane, and the ball is crossed to the middle, and an opportunity for a goal. Fortunately, the shot goes wide.
As the best opportunity of this first half coming to, by the looks of it, was Asela Rajavansha down from that right wing, running the overlapping channel, but just unable to find the target or even put the keeper under pressure. But promising signs for Java Lane, as they are putting their opponents under immense pressure, Randeep.
Yes, even just now Farhan being pressured. Not the ideal start that Serendib would have liked in this all important game. Victory here will send them to the top of the table, but at the moment it's Javelin who seem to be heading for that feat. I think a bit of a foul here. Referee Robesh calling back play. It will be Javelin's ball. I think they'll be looking to get a goal before the end of this first half. They do not. I think they'll be a bit disappointed. A lovely pass there, and Bernard unfortunately not being able to control that ball. And again a shot taken, but no direction whatsoever. And apologies, I think it did take a deflection, so it will be a corner. It will be Rizvi Atik to take the corner. They'll be hoping that they can get something good off this corner. Goal here would definitely change the tide for Javelin. And a shot taken, but Serendib's defenders dealing with that pressure pretty easily. Long ball, searching for the moment. Darko George manning the attack for Serendib. Abhishan will definitely have to put his hand up here and try to support Darko George in attack. Serendib do need a goal to put Javelin under pressure. At the moment, a lovely ball once again. Arshana Sumudu meeting every ball, either creating an opportunity or trying to get a shot on goal. But the captain of Serendib trying to create something as well is Vignesh. It will be free kick for Serendib. Frimpinho to take it. Will it be a long ball or just a quick pass? We'll have to wait and see. Looks like they will be looking for that high kick to break the defensive line. And an audacious shot there. I think he was trying to go for goal from that distance. Definitely a bounce or two in front of the goalkeeper will trouble, but Ayub so far has been doing a good job in manning the goal.
Issue has been a rock in goal, but now it will be Frimpong Yao. But before that, bit of a lecture from the referee. Not too happy with the players in the box. Corner swung in. He has an opportunity. Gets his head, does Enoch. But now a free kick come in the way of Serendib.
In a very worrying position for Javelin, because Serendib can be lethal, and Darko George going down there. That challenge will earn Serendib a free kick, and they'll be looking to capitalize on this mistake from Javelin. One small mistake can lead to a goal, and will this be the opportunity for Serendib to take the lead heading into the final 10 minutes of this half? So far it's been Javelin through and through in terms of attack. A couple of opportunities for Serendib But a prime opportunity like this for Serendib will definitely be important, but I think that's hit straight to the wall. Fortunately, not the best use of that free kick, Romario.
Indeed, not the best. Rahman, after Derek Fernando conceded the free kick, Rahman was the player trying to sneak it under the ball, but just not enough jump by the players in the ball. Corner coming in, but yet again cleared well into safety. Chasing it, but to no avail was Enoch on that occasion.
Close for Atik. Nabishan looking. The ball does fall.
Through ball coming in. Harshan Sumudu with an opportunity, trying to round the keeper, but Lufti, he does well. George Bernard, in fact, unable to find the target. So there's an opportunity, but has the flag gone up? By the looks of it, it hasn't. So Harshan Sumudu and then Bernard, both players just unable to find that elusive back of the net to Randiv.
Harshan Sumudu trying to be a bit too cheeky there, but working against him, trying to get around Lutfi and get the shot off, but unfortunately not working for him. But he did manage to get the pass to Bernard. Bernard skying that ball, not what you want in these conditions. Think a bit of a just a pass to the net even would have done it for them, but an opportunity gone begging for Javelin. Will that come to bite them back in this match? We'll have to wait and see.
Indeed, Randiv, and also I thought he should have just gone for it a bit early rather than taking too long. Easier said than done for us from up here in the com box. But there's the first opportunity that goes begging, a clear-cut first opportunity rather, that goes begging for Java Lane, as Serendib trying to play out from the back, and they managed to do so the second time of asking.
Once again, topsy-turvy position play going on here, but Javelin do manage to bring it under control, and seeking ball for Bernard, but Lutfi up to the task, heading into the 40th minute of this half, and definitely will be interesting to see how these players go about in the last 5 minutes. But foul committed by Abdul Farik, and Serendib will have a free kick in the opponent's half.
So 40 minutes gone in this game. Javelin were the team that who had maybe 2 opportunities to find the back of the net, but neither were buried, as they find themselves all level. Trying to break is Bernard. Running Bernard with an opportunity now. Bernard at the second time of asking. He makes no mistake. Rounds the goalkeeper. We all thought Lufti had it under wraps, but it just snuck out as Bernard has broken this deadlock on the 40th minute, Randeep.
Definitely an amazing crowd support here as well. It's pretty loud here at the Racecourse International Stadium, but once again, Bernard managing to go around Lutfi, something that his captain tried to do earlier. And what a run by Bernard, going past 2-3 players. You can see here as well, 1, 2, and even here the third player. And going around Lutfi. Lutfi did manage to get a touch on that ball, but Bernard managing to keep his composure and get the shot off. Lovely bit of play here by Javelin.
Indeed, some good composure shown. But if you look at it from the keeper's perspective, I think he finds himself a bit unlucky there. But that's that. And that's the goal that breaks the deadlock, Randeep.
The goal that Javelin have been searching for the past 40 minutes. They definitely deserve that goal, as they have been the best attacking team so far. Now Serendib under pressure, and the top spot looking very good for Javelin at the moment. Just about to say that Serendib had an opportunity to equalize, but is a player gone down. Bit of a knock there for Harshan Sumudu. Referee Robesh immediately calling play back there. Seems to be just in a bit of pain here. The key player for Javelin, they'll definitely want him on the pitch.
Javelin, the skipper, he finds himself on the floor, clutching at his shin. Fans filling in and enjoying the action.
Definitely the fans are getting their money's worth. An exciting game with the rain coming into play. It is a challenging game for both teams, and you'll see more shots taken than a normal dry game, as both teams are looking to catch the defense and the goalkeeper off guard. But it is Javelin that did manage to break the deadlock and hit the all-important goal that they have been searching for in this first half. And heading into the end of the first half, the crowds are filling in, so next 45 minutes will be very exciting, as well as Serendib will have to have a strong team talk and come back, as they want to defend their position. The moment they are second in the table, so they'll not want to lose out on an opportunity to go on top, but just about to resume play. Captain Harshan Sumudu just walking off. We'll hope that he'll come back onto the field. And 4 minutes of added time for the first half. A couple of players going down. I think 4 minutes is a good call. The moment Farhan trying to skip around.
Alim somehow manages to recover. Now the pass. Look, whoa, boy, oh boy. That looked a bit dangerous. And well, he has lost his head there. That was the Frimpong Yao and he sees red, direct red in fact, for that challenge. The referee straight away Serendib now they are just loose in their heads, Randiv.
Definitely now down to 10 men with a goal down as well. The task is getting tougher and tougher. Bit of a wild challenge. We did see Bernard go airborne for a couple of seconds.
So again another javelin game and another player sees red and he goes for an early shower, does Frimpong Yao. And the javelin supporters, well, they are elated on their feet. But Frimpong, what have you done? As we see Bernard going flying, cartwheeling in fact.
Definitely bit of a wild challenge there by Frimpong Yao. Bernard was very lucky that didn't get an injury there, and referee Robesh straight away going to his back pocket and giving the red card. And 10 men down. Serendib will have to look to equalize and also take the lead, which is going to be extremely difficult as they have not been the dominant team so far. Javelin has the momentum at the moment as well, so they'll be pretty happy with how things are going heading into the first half. Once again the replay of that tackle. Bernard.
Well, Randiv, on second viewing, I think the referee has hit the nail on its head. He did lunge, even though his studs weren't showing. He did lunge with 2 feet, you could say. And Bernard
Good to see Bernard just jumping about. So he's back on his feet, and he so far has been the key attacker for Javelin. And free kicking duties for Derek Fernando. Derek Fernando almost getting that left top corner. But heading into the first half, it is Javelin with a 1-0 lead, Romario.
What a first half we have witnessed here. Javelin scored in the 40th minute, but 5 minutes later, Frimpong Yao sees red on the stroke of the end of the first half. As we go into half-time, it's a Javelin going in with an advantage, a slender one, that is 1-0.
And the highlights of this first half. A yellow card dished out in the first couple of minutes. And Bernard has been in the thick of things always for Javelin. Couple of close scores for them, but this was the opportunity that went begging for Javelin. Captain Sumudu not being able to beat Lutfi. But this wonderful goal by Bernard, going past 3 players and managing to go around the wall for Serendib, that is Lutfi, and getting the goal. And in the dying minutes, Frimpong Yao getting a red card. Not the ideal scenario for Serendib. And with that, we'll go in for a short commercial break and bring you live action at the second half.
Champions League एक हाथ गैस में हैंगुमन किक पे जाव ये नरमने भाग दुलने खिदी दस्ते गोल एक गन्ना इसी सरसने समरों बिन्ने साथ देने We are one day, one heart. One game, one heart, Champions League. This is where we start. Together we dream, together we fight. We are the champions. Under the
Football under போத மொழியே இரங்கள் மோதங்கள் கடந்திடுமே ஒன்றாய் நின்ற பள்ளி தொற்றாயல்கள் தாண்டிடுமோ
The lights are shining, the crowd will roll. This is the moment we waited for. The passion's rising, the call is clear. The Champions League is finally one game, one heart, Champions League. This is where we start. Together we dream, together we fight. We are the champions. We play for love, pride and pain. For every child who dreams again. No borders here, no fear, no end. Just one dream that we defend.
மரங்கள் திக்காகுமே களத்தில் அறுதியாய் மின்னவும் நாமே நாமே சாம்பியன்ஸ் லீக் வரவே உணர்வதற்கே தருமே
Chia kai kemak denne, kollo set ekma ek venne, goal ekata kick ek denne, Champions League mein aramenne. One game, one heart, Champions League, satanai aramenne, bibi denne, jaya ganne, ek seenata apiyanne. One game, one heart, Champions League, where dreams take part. Raise your flags, feel the art. Football, one game, one heart. Hey, oh, one dream, one star. Hey, oh, one game, one heart. Champions League, forever we play. The spirit of football leads the way.
Sri Lanka Football Champions League. Powered by TV Supreme.
And welcome back to the second half of week 4, the Super 8 match between Javelin and Serendib. So far we've had an exciting first half, Javelin being the better team out of the two, and Serendib receiving a red card. Those were the two highlights in that first half. Javelin leading 1-0 at the moment. Serendib will look to have a change in tactics and mindset heading into the second half, Romario. Definitely a lovely bit of control there by Vijay Kumar earlier. Fortunately, shot just hitting the side netting. And a bit of a foul there on Darko George. So Serendib will have an opportunity again through this free kick. I think the ideal start for Serendib, just putting Javelin under a bit of pressure. A goal here will definitely change the tide, even though they are 10 men down. Serendib do have the quality and caliber to get the victory. Definitely the sole purpose here in the first couple of minutes will be to get that equalizing goal. I think if they do that, they can build for the rest of the second half and even get a late chance for goal to snatch the victory away from Javelin. With 10 men down, it's definitely a daunting task for them. The moment Javelin trying to get position on the ball, and we'll see a yellow card dished out to Mohammad Riaz. Apologies, I think it was Udum Enoch who did receive that yellow card. I think referee Robesh just signaling an elbow to the face, and Bernard showing a bit of distress there, and fortunately for Udum Enoch, he does receive a yellow card, so he'll have to be a bit cautious now with 10 men down for Serendib. He would not want to be the next victim for referee Robesh. Bernard just receiving a bit of treatment there. But once again, an attacking opportunity for Javelin through this free kick. So far the dead ball situations across the first half and the start of the second half have not been that great by both teams. Will Javelin be able to change that trend? We'll have to wait and see. An audacious pass there, trying to find winger, but unfortunately Not the case, but a quick free kick taken. And it's Darko George on the right hand side, cutting back in. Unfortunately, Javalin's defense up to the task and bundling him out. And Javelin will be pretty happy with that result, as they do get possession of the ball, courtesy referee Robesh's call. Referee Romario couldn't have said it any better, because if Javelin do take the foot off the pedal, Serendib will capitalize on that weakness. Even 10 men down, they still look to attack. And a position given away in a very dangerous position. But unfortunately, Rauma not able to capitalize on that chance, but still, I was just about to say position with Serendib, but the ball does trickle over the line for a throw-in. Pretty decent crowd in on a Saturday evening here at the Racecourse International Stadium. Seeking ball for Bernard, and the ball does fall, fortunately for him. And Javelin looking to keep possession. High hanging change of play there, and the ball does fall. Any of us were expecting him to take that shot on the first touch itself, outside of the boot and straight past Lutfi. My oh my, that is the goal for the day. If we do not have any extraordinary goals, just amazing. Doubling the lead of Javelin, and now Serendib 2 goals down. Task is becoming even tougher for them. Can we just talk about that pass there by Abdul Farik? Amazing ball into the box, and Bernard doing the rest, managing to take it on the volley and put it at the back of the net. 3 goes up. Javelin definitely comfortably heading for a victory here once again. Abdul Farik, what a lovely ball into the box, and Lutfi didn't know what to do there. Bernard putting the ball comfortably past him. And celebrations all around here in the Racecourse Stadium. Definitely more of a crowd here for Javelin. And it is 3 goals for Javelin at the moment. Romario, amazing stuff here we're seeing here. Definitely Serendib feeling the pain of not having that 11th man. Abdul Farid going down that wing and getting a lovely pass into that box. And once again, another opportunity for Javelin. The ball into the box. 3 goals in the span of less than 10 minutes. Not even 10 minutes, I think about 5 to 7 minutes. It's been Javelin through and through. Second half did show some promise, Serendib in the first couple of minutes, but Javelin has just turned this game on its head. 3 goals in the second half and not even in the 60th minute, and it's 4-0. Definitely, like you mentioned, Romario, an embarrassing situation for Serendib. The caliber of their team and how strong they are, especially fielding 4 overseas players as well. Javelin is showing that they will take the challenge in this Super 8 round, and once again play has resumed. Not what you want, getting an own goal, but at the moment into the box is Darko George. Looking for an opportunity to put that ball in the box, but dispossessed, and Javelin back on the ball. A lovely ball for Bernard again, and Will Lutfi has come off his line, and that is the hat-trick for Bernard. He is putting on a show here at the Racecourse International Stadium, and he's setting a fire this Super 8 round in week 4. 5 goals for Javelin, 4 goals in just a couple of minutes. Romario basically just stripping apart the Serendib team, and they'll definitely be ruining the fact that they got a red card. Definitely with about half an hour's worth of play here, 5-0. I think we might see a couple of goals more at the rate that Javelin is going. Bernard seems to be enjoying his time out there.
Substitution for
Definitely 5 goals scored in this match. Goal difference will be extremely in their favor, but also on the other side, Serendib going 5 goals down, second in the table at the moment. It will definitely come to hurt them. They'll definitely want to save not only their dignity but also their goal difference, trying to get a couple of goals here, but it'll be pretty difficult with how the momentum is for Java Lane. But a late tackle there by Atik, and the quick free kick taken straight to the hands of Ayub. Ayub has had a good game today in goal. He'll be pretty happy with his performance.
He surely will be, and he'll be more happier with his team's performance. 5 goals to the good. Who did see this coming? Certainly not myself, because Serendib, they did seem to be the team who was the favourites coming into this, but now they find themselves 5 goals behind, and it's Java Lane who are just, their players are just enjoying themselves. And why not when you're 5 goals to the good? Also, they will no doubt now move to the top of the table with this performance, Randeep.
Definitely, and they will be hoping that today's performance will send a message across as well that they are not a team to mess with. They have proved. It's just that last week's match, like you mentioned, Romario, not the best for them. So Java Lane coming out here today and putting the second place team down 5 goals is extremely impressive. And they look to extend their lead with just 30 minutes of play remaining. We are actually talking as if we are heading towards the end of the match. 30 minutes of play is still a lot of time. Will Serendib have an opportunity to get a couple of goals in? We'll just have to wait and see as well. But on the ball now is Serendib. Good passage of play for them at the moment. Minok looking for a couple of options. And Darker George dispossessed there. And now an opportunity for Serendib, but Java Lane's defense doing extremely well to maintain the pressure. Shot taken, and Ayub does extremely well to parry that ball over. He seems to be on his A game here. And with that, we do have a substitution also. Mohammad Safan coming in for Rahman.
Corner swung in. No chance of getting the head to it for the Serendib players. Java Lane, well, they have absolutely run riot here. They have routed this Serendib. What hit them?
Yes, Romario, they...
In what hit them?
Yes, Romario, they... All of a sudden, 4 goals in a span of 10 to 15 minutes. Just came out of nowhere, did Java Lane. And that 1-0 lead turned to 5-0. Just hit them like a train, but they'll have themselves to blame with that red card, giving Java Lane an opportunity to have that extra man advantage. The moment Serendib having a couple of opportunities in attack, but not executing it in the final third. Java Lane will be happy with how things are going. They don't mind as long as they do not concede a goal or two, as these 5 goals, like you rightly mentioned, Romario, will help their goal difference. And they'll be at the top of the table temporarily with this weekend's matches still to come.
Well, what a good place to find yourself in, top of the table temporarily even so, but they have moved up progressively throughout this campaign. They have improved week in, week out, and now they find themselves with their best performance in this Super League, in this Champions League competition. Beg your pardon.
Cushion like this, Javelin will definitely be pretty comfortable with how things are going. As long as they do maintain position and look for that 6 goal even, they'll definitely be on top.
As we see a few fireworks going off from across the street, it's CRNFC who have managed to win the Interclub Rugby League competition, and that's why the fireworks. But well, we have fireworks here on at racecourse as well on the field. 5 goals good for Java Lane against Serendib. Who would have thought?
The moment Serendib just trying to regroup. 5 goals still is a mighty task, but the ball does fall for Darko George, and unfortunately a heavy touch. Definitely an opportunity for a goal there, but Ayub taking his time, rightly so. Farik, who had a dream of an assist for Bernard, and Derek Fernando playing that ball long, hoping that it does fall for Bernard. Bit of hash in position here, and a shot taken just goes wide. So Serendib will be looking to take every shot possible. They want to cut this deficit of 5 goals. Heading into the 70th minute now, and it will definitely be tougher and tougher for the team in pink. Coming into the game, they were definitely pipped to win the match, but Java Lane had different ideas, and as you can see the scoreline 5-0 at the moment. Quick throw in taken there, but referee Robesh calls play back. And there'll be a change in goalkeepers. Romario Sujay Krishna will come in for Mohammad Lutfi.
Jersey number 10, Mohammad Lutfi is replaced by jersey number 1, Sujay Krishna.
Not too sure whether there is any injury concern for Lutfi, but he's coming off as Serendib. Usually you see a team making attacking substitutions when they are 5 goals down, but Serendib are changing their goalkeeper in a quite surprising fashion. However, it is Java Lane who are sitting pretty with a 5-goal advantage, and a man to the good as Alim receives it back, but is unable to control it. Now Rajavansha gives it to Bernard. He finds Derek Fernando. He tries an audacious shot, but the goalkeeper had it covered all the way. Randiv.
I think with the challenging conditions, even in the loss of footing to the rain. We did not expect 5 goals. We would have expected 5 goals across the two teams, but not 5 goals from one particular team. And Javelin managing to go through these tough conditions and bring the challenge on to Serendib. But at the moment, they seem to be controlling things really well in terms of position as well.
Well, Randiv, it's now they find themselves in quite an easy position to control the game. They're sitting 5-0, sitting pretty with a 5-goal advantage. Serendib down a man, not applying pressure, unable to press. And now it's Javelin's next idea should be to keep their clean sheet intact, Randiv. But just as I said that, an opportunity comes in favor of the way of Vijay Kumar Abhishan. But unfortunately he is unable to add a finish to it, as some good defense, cover defense by Asel Abdul Farik rather. But he has a second opportunity. Cross coming in. Danger still not averted for Javelin, Randiv.
Would have been the commentator's curse there, Romario. Almost a goal, but 2 corners now back to back, and quickly taken. And Ayub manages to clear it. An attempt for the volley, not that successful, was Farhan. It's again a wavered shot there, so bit of a sigh of relief for Javelin, and they look to regroup and just maintain this clean sheet and bring the game home. Every minute now ticking away, and Javelin will continuously look at the clock and be hoping that they can bring this win home and make a statement in this Super 8 round.
Ball kept in field by Derek, as Rajavansha cleans things up. Now back to Derek. He finds Alim. He finds Bernard, but his pass doesn't go to his intended recipient. Challengers flying. Bernard with an opportunity to make it 4 to his name and 6 to his team. Cross coming in. Here's a chance directly at the goalkeeper. He'll be disappointed, will Rizkan. But there was yet another great break here by Javelin, Randiv.
Bernard did think of taking that shot, but being very selfless there and giving it to Rizkan. Rizkan had a golden opportunity to get a goal to his name, but not making use of that opportunity. Roughly about 15 minutes of play on our clock, and Serendib will be hoping that they can be put out of their misery here. Just buying time, you can feel not much intensity or effort shown by them, but on that note, looking for an attack, and yes, there might be an opportunity. A heavy touch at the last moment by the captain Vijay Kumar. In the box, not what you want. And the defensive line does extremely well to get rid of that ball.
They indeed do well, but you can see the bounce of the ball also going the way of Javelin now. But there's a dangerous ball coming across the face of goal. However, no takers, unfortunately, as Javelin try to wriggle their way out of pressure. Lovely pass coming in at the best of touches again, as that too goes astray. Minutes gone on our clock, as Javelin are with a 5-goal cushion and are hopeful that they can extend it further, Randeep.
High hanging pass there to Darko George. Not too sure what that call was, but quickly taken, and Bernard is on the ball at the moment. And will he get the shot off? Not too sure what he was trying to do there. Missed opportunity, and the crowd's not too happy as well. I think they should be pretty happy that their team has got 5 goals in this game, but Bernard, I think looking for a supporting player.
But now, Ramdev, the game is opening up. It's been spread wide by both teams. Some lovely skill there. Receives the back of the heel pass. Here's an opportunity. Whoa! The post, the woodwork saves Javelin and keeps the clean sheet intact. That was George with some lovely footwork. He had Ashfaq Ayub beaten all ends up, but only the woodwork could have stopped him, and that's exactly what stopped George, Randiv.
Nothing going right for Serendib today. Not even that goal. Would have been at least a consolation goal for them and also helped with their goal difference, but unfortunately that ball hitting the post, like you said, Romario, and falling for Ayub, and the clean sheet is still maintained. Javelin living a bit dangerously in this last couple of minutes. They'll want to close out this game with the dominance they've shown so far. They would not want to leak about 2-3 goals. 5-0 is better than 5-3 or 5-2. Good challenge there by Robinson, but unfortunately ball trickling out. It will be a throw in for Javelin. Captain Harsh and Sumudu just on the ground for a minute, and I think referee Robesh calls back play. It will be a free kick for Serendib and quickly taken. Darko George always making the runs, and a lovely threaded ball there into the box, and a shot taken but not powerful enough to travel Ayub. It was Abhishan in the box taking that shot. Fortunately, not enough power on that ball. So again, Alim looking for Bernard. Both teams going on the attack, back and forth. So definitely we'll be seeing at least a goal before the end of play from either one of the teams. But Javelin will be hoping that it will be them and not Serendib. Darko George does go down, and so does Harsh and Sumudu. Seems to be struggling a bit. Actually, no, it was a pretty harsh challenge on him, so rightly so that he complains to referee Robesh. The moment Derek Fernando on the ball gives away position, and the ball is dished out wide to the right flank. Pretty dangerous tackle there in the box. Think very lucky to get away without a nick on the foot, which would have resulted in a penalty. But it is Java Lane's ball, and it will be a reset through a goal kick. I think we'll have a couple of substitutions for Java Lane. With 5-0 on the board, they'll be pretty happy to give some players a bit of play time. Andrew Devas, Mohammad Ziad and Mohammad Yasir coming in for Java Lane.
Substitution for Java. Jersey number 10, Rizkan Pfizer, is replaced by jersey number 4, Mohammad Ziad. Jersey number 3, Abdul Farid, is replaced by jersey number 12, Mohammad Yazid. Jersey number 5, Derek Fernando, is replaced by jersey number 11, Mohammad.
Farik and Rizkan have had an amazing game, and they'll head to the showers. We're pretty happy with their performance. I think Java Lane as a team should be extremely proud of what they've achieved in this particular game, especially against the table second Serendib. Just heading into the final few minutes of this game, and Java Lane will look to hold out this 5-goal lead and maintain their clean sheet as well. Fortunately, assistant referee raises his flag for offside. The substitutes also looking very lively, and they'll want to get a goal for themselves.
He knew he was offside there. Tried to refrain from playing, but the temptation got the better out of him. But certainly, like you said, Randeep, the substitutes will also be hoping that they are able to get their name on the score sheet. Sumudu trying to find Bernard, but loses out. Java Lane still opting for the same game plan. Ayub's ball picked up. Here's an opportunity. Twisting and turning. Has he done too much? Has the chance gone begging? George trying to pick out a teammate, but his shot, well, it goes well wide there, Randeep.
Couple of opportunities for Serendib in the past 10 to 15 minutes, and not executing it right. Couple of good chances gone begging as well. Unfortunately, Serendib not being able to keep their focus, and I think it's understandable as well, because they are 5 goals down and cannot believe what has hit them, especially the fact that they did lose Frimpong Yao in the first half to a red card. At the moment, it's Java Lane who's looking to attack, and Bernard, think overcooking his run there and tripping over the ball, unfortunately.
Through pass comes for George, cutting back in, and unfortunately loses his foot in. I think this passage of play has pretty much summed up the evening for Serendib, Randeep.
Darko George just a bit hesitant to take that shot on first time, cutting back in to create a better angle, And he's had about 3-4 opportunities through that, and all have gone begging. I think Jaco George has just lost a bit of confidence in this game. He's a good threat up front for Serendib. And that is a handball. The perpetrator is Vijay Kumar. So it will be another free kick for Javelin, and a goalkeeper substitution for Javelin. Isfaq Ayub, an amazing game he has had, and he'll be happy that he has maintained that clean sheet. And Malik Sunu, heading into the last 3 to 4 minutes of this game, will be looking to make sure that he maintains that clean sheet. And it's all celebrations here as Ayub leaves the ground. The crowd also does cheer pretty loud for him, but at the moment does the ball fall for Bernard, and he does manage to get a shot off, but it is wide. So still Bernard looking for his 4th goal. He's already got a hat-trick in this game, which is itself not an easy feat. Moment position with Javelin. Seeking pass. Fortunately, ball does not fall, but Bernard tracking back and trying to win over position. And great effort there by the captain, Sumudu. Even at the dying moments of the game, to show that he fully commits. And great challenge there by Yasir. And Alim quick onto the ball. He'll look for Bernard, but he'll want to take a shot of his own. Fortunately not getting that goal. Think he can take the liberty of having a shot of his own, because they are 5 goals up. Cross into the box, and Udum Enoch does manage to clear it pretty easily. And one more attempt on goal for Serendib, heading into the last 30 seconds on our clock. Have to wait and see if we have a little bit of additional time. At the moment, Javelin seem to be looking for that 6th goal. And it's Ziad who looks to get across into the box.
Still tackles flying by Serendib. They have not given up the ghost, but here's the confirmation. 3 minutes of minimum time to be added on. No hurry whatsoever for Rizvi Atik to take the corner. Swinging it in. Well, the keeper has lost it, but thankfully for him, his defenders on the line somehow managed to clear it out. Serendib still holding on to possession. trying to make something happen. George, unfortunately, he has been running all evening, but just unable to find anything fruitful. Goes for a shot, takes a deflection, and he wins a corner for his team. Does Darko George.
Just under 2 minutes remaining in this game, and Javelin will look to maintain that clean sheet, but last minute substitution as well for Javelin. Ravindu Abhimana coming in for Bhuvneshwar and Abhishek. The corner taken for Serendib, and it does go past a couple of players in the box, and Enoch trying to hold on to that ball, and it does go out of play, so it will be Javalin's ball, and they look to run the last minute on their own terms and close out this match. It's been a dominant display by the team who came into this game looking for that victory, as Serendibs were the favorites, but Javelin has done extremely well, even in especially in the second half. The first 10 minutes, first 10 to 15 minutes, they got 4 goals back to back, and just amazing to see. Romario, just the last 20 to 30 seconds in this game now.
Indeed, they did run riot in that passage of play, and that pretty much sealed the deal for Javelin. And now with that, they move up the table as the referee Nivon Rubesh ends the game. Javelin supporters, they are elated. 5 goals to the good. Serendib, unfortunately, they are unable to find a single goal. The handshakes go on. Javelin, well, they will be an elated bunch, but Serendib on the other hand, they'll have plenty to ponder.
Definitely, and Serendib will have to regroup with 2 red cards back to back in successive weeks. Have to see what they are doing wrong, and Frimpong, your decisive player for them, collecting a red card is not ideal, but nothing to take away from Javelin, who has come out here under challenging conditions and put 5 goals past the Serendib goal. And it's a pretty loud crowd here at the Racecourse International Stadium. Good support for Javelin, and the crowd definitely are happy.
The full-time score reads 5 goals to nil in favor of Javelin, as they have run riot and managed to bag all 3 points. Here are a few highlights from that second half. The first chance of the second half came to Serendib, but from then on it was pretty much Javelin who dominated. That goal from Rahman opened the floodgates. Celebrations came about and more goals followed. Bernard found his second, and he continued his celebrations after this own goal with a 5th of his own. A lovely individual, brilliant goal, you could say. They did have opportunities to extend their lead further, but they were just unable to do so. Javelin. But the game finishes 5-0 in favor of Javelin, as George tried his utmost. He struck the woodwork but wasn't able to find the back of the net. Full-time score confirmation, 5-0 in favor of Javelin as they hammer Serendib here at Racecourse. As we prepare to wrap up, we have Navod down for an interview with the player of the match, Naubusi Bernard. Over to you, Navod.
I have here with me the player of the match tonight with 2 goals. Bernard, congratulations. What do you think about today's game, about your performance? 2 goals today. What do you think about today's performance?
Actually, it was a nice game, and what I think is, everybody was happy to see this day come through, and I have to say to my fans and to my manager and to my coach, everyone, thank you.
Thank you, and all the best for the next few games.
Thank you, sir.
That was the player of the match, Bernard, having his say of how the game went. We also have Navod continuing with Maxi, the president of Javelin Sports Club.
අව සමග එකතු වෙනවා ජාවලින් කණ්ඩායමේ කළමනාකරු මැක්සි ලෙට්‍රන්. මැක්සි අද තරගය පහසුවෙන්ම ජයග්‍රහණය කරා දෙවන අර්ධයේදී ගෝල 5.0 අකෂණ. අද තරගය ගැන ඔබ මොකද හිතන්නේ?
ඔව් ඇත්ත වශයෙන්ම අපි අද තරගයේ ඔලත් නැහැ. නමුත් ක්‍රීඩා කට්ටියම සුප්‍රියකට සෙල්ලම් කරා. මුලින්ම අපේ ඇතට ප්ලෑන් එක තිබ්බා. තාමත් අපේ ට්‍රයි එක කරගෙන ඉන්නේ අපි සුපර් ලීග් එක. ටාගට් කරගෙන තමයි අපි ප්‍රැක්ටිස් කරගෙන යනවත් ප්ලේස්ලාට උනන්දු කරත් ඇවිල්ලා ඒක තමයි ටීම් වර්ක් එකක් වෙදින් අපි මේ මැච් එක දිනන්නම කරතේටි ඒ ළමයි ඔක්කොම නෝම්බිත් එක්කම සටනක් කරගෙන ඔක්කොම මැච් එක ජයග්‍රහණය කළා.
ගිය සතියේ පොඩි පසුබෑමකට ලක් වුණා. දැන් නමුත් අදත් තරගයේ ජයග්‍රහණය කරලා තරඟ 4න් තරඟ 2ක් ජයග්‍රහණය කරලා 2ක් සම ප්‍රසාද ලකුණු 8ක් තියෙනවා. ගෲප් එකට මේ දැනට සුපර් 8 එකට টොප් වෙලා තියෙන. ඉතින් මොන වගේ දෙයක්ද දැන් ආපහු chance එක වාකියෝ වගේ සුපර් ලීග් එකට යන්න chance එක තියෙනවා. ඉතින් තව මොනවාද දැන් ඔලත් next week මම හිතන්නේ නැවතත් කණ්ඩායමට එනවා. මොන වගේ දේවල්ද අද ඒ වගේම තමයි අද තව පොඩ්ඩක් ගෝල් ගහන්න තිබ්බත් ගෝල් 5ක් ගියාට පස්සේ
ඔව් ඇත්ත වශයෙන්ම අපිත් කිව්වේ ගෝල් ගන්න තමයි මෙතන ඉඳගෙන අන්තිම මොහොතේදී අපිට අපේ ක්‍රීඩකයෝ පොඩ්ඩක් පසුබෑමක් ඒකත් ඇත්ත වශයෙන්ම ප්ලේයර්ස්ලා 4-5 දෙනෙක්ම ඉන්ජරිත් එක ඉඳගෙන තමන් අර එක ඒම් එකකින් ඉන්නේ මේ තරංගාවලියේම අපි පල්ලයන් ලැබුවම අමාරුවෙන් ආපු ගමනක් මේ අත්තරින් නැති ඉඳලා අපිට ලාස්ට් මැච් එක සවුන්ඩර්ස් මැච් තමයි අපි ටාගට් කරගෙන හිටියේ පොයින්ට්ස් 3ක්. එතනදී පොඩි මිස්ටේක් වුණා. නමුත් හැම ප්ලේයර්ලාම ඉන්ජරිත් එක්කම මේ ගමන යනවා. මින් ඉදිරියටත් මැච් 3ක් තියෙනවා. ඒක ජයග්‍රහණය කරලා টොප් එකට එන්නයි අපේ බලාපොරොත්තුව.
බොහොම ස්තුතියි මැක්සි. ඉදිරි තරඟවල සුබ පතනවා.
Thank you very much.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is it from here. We had 2 extraordinary games today. New Star, they somehow managed to fall short against Sri Lanka Police. And now Java Lane hammered Serendib. Tomorrow it's Saunders versus Solid SC, and St. Mary's taking on Pelicans in what promises to be a thrilling encounter. Well, until we bring you the action tomorrow, from myself, Romario, alongside Randiv and our technical and production crew, it's thank you and goodbye for now.